What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we are in the building, peep squad. Let's get down to the situation, but please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share the video. My peeps, my peoples. Let's get down to Marlo Hampton. She's out here feeling a certain type of way, and she's a disgruntled employee from back in the day, and she's coming for Miss Kenya Moore and Kandi Burruss. She's feeling a certain type of way because she says she was treated like a stepchild because she had no peach on the show, and basically her request would go unanswered. Lord, so this is why she feels like everybody is jealous because she got a peach, because they were able to treat her a certain way, or she feels like they treated her a certain way because she didn't have a peach. But it could also be her own insecurities because she's around the ladies that are main cast members and have a peach and have people waiting on them hand and feet, and nobody was waiting on her or heard her request because she's basically saying she was a stepchild, so she was ignored by production, she was ignored, by the staffers that help and assist the stars of the show. But in any event, she says she was offered a peach in season 4, but she declined the peach. Why did you decline the peach, Marlo? Marlo said that she declined the peach, and when she did, she was sitting there right next to NeNe Leakes and Greg Leakes. How come they didn't convince you to get that peach and take that peach? It would be a good opportunity, baby. So in any event, I guess the Leakes didn't, advise her like, girl, they offer you a peach, take it and run with it. You don't know what you're going to get from it, girl. But in any event, when it comes down to Marlo, she doesn't really have any beef with NeNe Leakes because she was also asked by Carlo King, what do you think about what NeNe Leakes said about you, girl? She said they are not going to give you a peach because you give everything up for free anyway, okay? So Marlo response to the situation was, I love NeNe. NeNe is my friend. Sometimes we fight, sometimes we don't. She's always been there. She always advocated for me. She advocated for me to be on this show. She advocated for me to go on trips. When the main peach holders only go on these exclusive trips, NeNe had her back. NeNe put money in her pocket. NeNe did this. NeNe did that. NeNe did a whole lot. So therefore, she really ain't gonna get out here and start swinging on NeNe. And plus, she ain't gonna swing on NeNe right now because NeNe ain't on the show. She's swinging on everybody that's on the show, okay? And NeNe will get up on this Instagram and roast Marlo. But in any event, NeNe Leakes has her own issues and her own problems. And I feel like Marlo knows it. And so therefore she ain't gonna drag the girl, because she could drag the girl. But one thing Marlo did say towards the end of her interview, she said that she's never gonna date a married man. She ain't never gonna be with a married man, and she ain't gonna be with a married man that is married, point blank, period. That's not her stilo, that's not her style, that's not what she going to do, because she watched her mother do it, and she don't understand how can any woman be second best, okay? So this is what Marlo was out here saying. So to me, if you ask me, she threw shade at NeNe Leakes for dating a married man and knowing that he was married. So that was her shade, but it came at the end of the interview, so you wouldn't think it was being thrown at NeNe. But baby, that was shade towards NeNe and Porsha Williams, point blank, period. She said she is too envious and too insecure and too jealous to be the second woman or to be the hanger on or the side chick. That's not her style. Number one, or no place. You don't get it, okay? And also Marlo felt like the peach holders were throwing it up in her face that she didn't have a peach, and she was treated like the stepchild, and she don't even know why they did her like that. Is it because she went to jail? Is it because she said the F word? Is she because she from the project? Is she because that she don't have it like that? Because she said she was always a star out here in these streets, okay? But in any event, she's very happy that she has her peach now. And she also says that she is not like Kenya Moore, and she's not like Sidora at all, point blank, period, because she can't act like the rest of the ladies are actors. I was like, ooh, so she is throwing that shade. Marlo's definitely throwing that shade. She's really being shady, basically saying that Drew is out here acting on TV and Kenya Moore is acting. And she also lets us know that she is pretty upset that Kenya Moore shaded her on the Wendy Williams show, because she said, oh, I got new t-shirts coming out. It's going to say iconic ex-con, because Kenya Moore got on the Wendy Williams show and said, I'm an icon, she's an ex-con. So Marlo was acting like the shade was cute, the shade was pretty, the shade was nice and everything, and we know it wasn't. She wasn't feeling it, because that's why she's creating a t-shirt off of what Kenya Moore says, because she likes everything that Kenya Moore does and say. That's why she was begging and pleading to be Kenya Moore's friend, only to turn around on her the next season. And also, let's not forget, this season, Marlo Hampton was so happy that Kenya Moore complimented her home. She said, it means so much to me, Kenya, when you give me a compliment. So if it means so much to you that Kenya Moore gives you a compliment, that means that you believe that her compliments are sincere and they are from the heart. Because we have Marlo out here saying that Kenya Moore, she's crazy, she's a Looney Tune, and she need to go get counseling, and she need to go get help. And Marlo alleged that when it comes to Kenya Moore, she need a 24-hour psychologist or psychiatrist, because she is crazy, she's delusional, and she's dysfunctional. Like, everything about her is crazy. She is really messed up in the head. Well, she's messed up in the head. Why do you want to sit next to her? Why do you want to be next to her? Why did you turn on Porsha for Kenya Moore? Why did you believe everything that Kenya Moore said about Porsha Williams? Why did you choose sides? Because you knew who was right and you knew who was wrong in the situation. Okay, so what are you talking about? You want her to be a fan of yours, and she's not, because she don't like your attitude, because you bragging about having money and having all these things, and that's not Kenya Moore's style. And then Marlo went on archive. She said that Kenya Moore pulled up an unauthentic name brand where everybody can't afford name brand. Everybody don't buy name brand. She has a child to raise, just like you have two nephews to raise. Even though she's making more bank and more money than you, that doesn't mean everywhere she goes she has to wear designers. Like, you are so caught up in fashion, designers, clothes, and all this other stuff. Luckily, you are good at it, because hopefully you make some money off of that, but you are very materialistic. And when you are like that, usually money slips out your hand. Money is staying in Kenya Moore's hands, okay? So y'all tell me what y'all think about that. And also, Marlo said that she showed up to the new season 14, and she was so happy for Kenya Moore being a part of Dancing with the Stars that she came on the episode dressed like Kenya Moore, as she was dressed in costume on Dancing with the Stars. And you don't do that if you think somebody's crazy. You don't do that if you don't like the person. You are basically looking up to her, girl. You just don't realize it. You just don't see it yet. You just don't know it. But she is your idol. She is your icon, okay? And you are the ex-con, baby. Because Kenya Moore don't put you up on, a pedestal like you putting her up on, okay? And she wasn't begging to be your friend. And she didn't turn on Porsha to be your friend, because she didn't like neither one of y'all, but she gave you the benefit of the doubt. And does a crazy person give a person the benefit of the doubt, Marlo? So in any event, so we got all this situation going on, and basically Marlo Hampton says that she has no more grace and she has no more mercy for Kenya Moore. And she also calls out Kenya Moore, saying that Kenya Moore does not have a storyline. Her only storyline is Mark Daly and her daughter. Mark Daly is soon to be her ex-husband. That's a part of her life. He done filmed with her. We haven't seen you with a man or a husband or a boyfriend that wanted to stand next to you on camera, baby, okay? okay? That's her real life. She married a crazy, insane, no good, neglectful husband and father, okay? That's real. And she's raising her daughter on TV, a daughter that she biologically had, okay? Because at one point in time, she was told that it was going to be difficult conceiving. So if that's her pride and her joy, baby Brooklyn means more than her than anything. Okay, girl? So just like you talk about your nephews as your storyline, in any event, Marlo, you coming for her and Mark Daly, something that's really going on in her life, but at the same time, she still got time to read you and the rest of the cast, okay? And and she's happy. You just mad because she's not really trying to go toe to toe with you. But in any event, Mark Daly is no good. Like, how can you not talk about this man when he's doing everything to block and stop your career and being a neglectful father? And you try to bring your daughter to go see her father in New York when they were filming to see Kandi Thoughts of a Color Man play, and he don't want to be bothered, and he hasn't seen his daughter in 3 months. Like, she didn't want that to come out, but she was frustrated, just like when she was filming Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Who dropped in and wanted to have court with her while she's on camera? Mark Daly. That's who. Mark Daly is a part of her life. It's a part of her story. We don't see everything about you. And you're questioning where does Kenya Moore get her money from? All the work, all the acting, all the products, the production company, and also Kenya Moore Hair Care sold out in Sally's, and also she's in Target and CVS as well. So that's where she get her money from, and also want to book her because she has many accolades out here in these streets, baby. That's how she get her money, okay? So I'm like, Lord have mercy. Marlo is a mess. Marlo was really coming for Kenya Moore. I was like, girl, you better fall back because you the one seem like you the fan and not her. And moving on from that situation, Marlo Hampton says the girls think that she is jealous of them because their husbands and their boyfriends be out here telling them that, oh, she's just jealous because you got a man. And Marlo Hampton says that's not the case. I'm not jealous because you got a man, because you got a husband. And that's what their spouse tell them so they can basically get over Marlo reading them down. Okay? So you guys tell me what you think. And then Marlo, she's like it was nobody's business. She's calling out Kandi. We don't want to see no buzzing underwears. We don't want any other husband buzzing our underwears or buzzing us in a buzz down there below. Won't you teach us have a business? Won't you teach the girls how to start up a company like you got? Won't you teach the girls how to have a Thoughts of a Color Man play, how to get it together, how to get a production company, also how to get a business where it's licensed and you can sell your toys all over the place and get people involved. Start teaching that and stop teaching sex because we tired of it. And plus your husband said he wants some sex and he ain't getting it from you. So therefore you need to take care of your man at home before you come out here trying to take care of the cast members coochie with other husbands. This is inappropriate and uncalled for, and just because you a nasty thing don't mean everybody else is nasty. Marlo says she was out. Also, Marlo brings up the situation of Kandi coasting, and also she says that Kandi was coasting on the Real Housewives of Atlanta when Carlos King was producer of the show, and he nodded his head because they were tired of Kandi coasting. And Marlo said the reason why she's coming for Kandi because she get paid more than everybody, and she's out here coasting with fake storylines, not doing nothing, trying to be the puppet master, trying to be a musician. And all the girls had issue with Kandi not doing nothing and promoting her brand and getting money and getting paid from the show, and everybody else is carrying the show on their back while Kandi ain't doing nothing but just bragging about she got money. I was like, whoo, Lord have mercy. Marlo, tell us how you really feel. I thought you liked Miss Kandi. You was over there on Speak Up on it, and now you turn around and you get her in, baby. I was like, OMG, it is going down in this situation. And Marlo said, teach us about how to make a restaurant. Teach us about that. Teach us other stuff than being out here being with everybody in ATL. And Marlo says that Kandi Burruss was out here coochie ichi wilding with everybody in ATL. Marlo says, I may have been out there too, but you was all over the place and you ain't coasting no more, girl. Okay. I was like, it's like that. That's how we feel about the situation. And also, Marlo says she loves when Kenya Moore reads her because, she get a kick out of it. I was like, okay, so that's the situation. Marlo still spewing whatever she thinks about the situation. But one thing is for sure, she is not going to be dissing NeNe anytime soon unless the people tell her to.